Hi Paul, I thought I'd start this update on my fish from the back of the reef tank. I've still got my eShop stump, which I like quite a lot, but it has got a few issues. Across here we've got the Delua skimmer that I replaced the Red Sea with, and a NIOS reactor that I got for my birthday. So the problems I have with the eShop stump are, this is the media basket area of the eShop stump, and it's two trays both joined together. So it's basically the full height of the sump. And to get the media tray out completely, I have to remove the sump because of the height problems. So it would have been good if the trays had been in two parts so that you could easily get them out. The other problem is that the second filter sock never sits flat in the holder, so the water just dribbles around it. So I've just gone back to running one. So there's a lot of cables in there at the moment because I'm testing a Profilux for a mate of mine who's bought it second hand. It's a good size area. The eShops does pack a lot into a small space. It's been a week since I've cleaned the filter skimmer cup, so I don't think that's too bad actually. Everything else is going nicely. My other bugbear about the eShop stump is that the filter socks are at the back, which makes getting them out a bit difficult. But apart from that, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. I've just discovered those, I don't know how to pronounce it, Hamali sumps at Wollongong. I'd like to get one of those, I think. But we'll see. This is my mate's Profilux that he picked up. It needs calibrating and testing, but it was an absolute bargain. I find the Neptune's much easier to work with though. So the tank really isn't awake yet. I'll take some more video when the lights are on. I've stopped dosing Nopox and have had the subsequent algae outbreak. I've got Rowaphos in the reactor and that's slowly bringing it down. But it's going along okay. The anemone is getting enormous. I think it's time for a re-aquascape as well. So this is my current project. It's a rack I've had for about 20 years. I believe it started life as a prototype for the racking system in a Brisbane aquarium chain store called Aquazoo. A friend of mine acquired 2 of them and I acquired one off him. Originally all 6 tanks were plumbed into a single sump, but I've plugged that up. So I'm looking at turning it into a quarantine tank system for my marine fish. The tanks are pretty awful. Let's see if I can see one. You can't really see it on the camera, but that's like dimpled glass, and the paper's still stuck on the bottom. And the siliconing job is pretty awful, and it's sharp as hell. I've cut myself on it a number of times, so I'm thinking of replacing the tanks. But you've got 2 square tanks up the top. And then you've got 4 of these bigger tanks. So I thought that could be put to good use. I used to have freshwater cichlids in them, but I'm not into freshwater anymore. So I'm thinking, what's the best way of filtering them? Is it sponge filters? I only really need to have 3 or 4 on the go at once. So I'm thinking a small air pump into sponge filters. I've got the hang-on filter there. I had a fox face in quarantine for 3 weeks. I haven't emptied the tank yet. But yeah, that's my current project. So I've got this area down beside the pond. I thought I've been cleaning it up. I thought it'd be really good to put a pizza oven and an esky here. If we go up. This is the pond. It's going really well. I'm very pleased with it. The plumbing on the filter needs fixing. So I keep on having delusions of grandeur of knocking those 2 lemon trees out at the back and making the pond area much bigger. Now here are my pond and tree lights. They've just come on. They're bloody awesome. And the tree lights are